Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep. Yeah, once again we are tracking a great white. There is a dead one on the beach because we killed that first time. We were doing a little Mythbusters thingy and it turns out that sharks can respawn in less than the 72-hour respawn timer. In fact, our one respawned in less than 24 hours, but we did shut the game down and come back in again, so that's a thing. There is shark noise, so the shark music is playing, but I do not see the shark. So somewhere around is a great white. We've been hunting him. Kind of unsuccessfully because, I mean, it's 12:35, we've got some time, so we need to get our sort of murder on. We want to kill him in this area, if we can, because we know it's shallow and we know we can drag a shark out by his butt. Now, I think only one shark can exist in the area at any one time, given that it is a custom island, and there is... I mean, you guys can hear that, right? He's not... Oh, God, is he under the island? Oh, that would be terrible. That is an issue. They can swim under the island. If he's become a land shark, we got problems. There is a reef shark. No, that's a reef shark. Okay, fine. So that's a reef shark. I don't see the great white. Well, I see that great white. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, how about the tires? You know, I'm just kind of chilling on the beach. I really do want to be back in the sea, but yeah, sorry about that, dude. Oh, it's okay. It's not your fault. I was made this way. It's just the way the creators did it. I should have... I wanted to be on the stage, you know? I wanted to sing songs and make like kids happy. But the developers turned me into like a horrible monster. It's not your fault, dude. It really isn't your fault. Oh, thank you. I don't know anymore. So yeah, we're running around on the beach. We're still trying to find out where the other great white is. I thought I saw his tail in their last episode. Chances are that could have been correct. That could have been absolutely correct. Pew. Yeah, what we need to do is I mean, he knows where we are because the music is playing. But there is every chance that he's stuck under the island, and we'd know that if we could hear the bloopy noise. There's a when he's underneath you. That's the thing. And sometimes you can see the tail. Well, you can see the tail with the tigers because they swim very, very shallow, but you can't necessarily see the tail with the great whites because they swim a little deeper. Now, there's a kind of a cheatiness to this world. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, there you are, my friend. Yes, there he is. We have also built this platform, which is essentially a house, and then these upper floors. The upper floors don't connect to a foundation, but they do connect to a floor. So the wood floors you can build out. So we've done that. We've got this little overhang, which is kind of cool. It's not too high, because otherwise the sharks would lose interest if it's too high. The AI stops trying to follow you. Alright, so speaking of the AI stopping following us, we have to stop. We have to look, and then we have to stop, and then we have to look for movement under the water, because the sea is, again, it's not transparent enough. It should be way more transparent than this, and it is not. This is like the sea as if you were looking at it in somewhere like Portsmouth, you know, on the south coast of England. All sort of briny and salty and everything. I hear the music. I don't see the shark. Ah, there he is. There he is. Boop. That's another hit. And he's going towards the bridge. He's going towards the bridge. Is he going to... Oh. I feel that bridge was a mistake. So it's rock, rock, rock. And then just a little bridge that sharks can swim through. And they do. They genuinely do. They just swim through all the time, and it's a pain in my butt. It's a genuine pain in my butt. My butt. My lovely buddy butt. Butts. We did discuss the chance of sharks breaching, and I saw a tail, but I didn't see whether that was the sun. We need to do battle with the sun. Yeah, we've got the glare, so I think that is a great white. Where are you, buddy? He's going through the island arch. So we're going to run this way. Run, 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 run. Keep running, running. Keep running, running. Run! Yeah, this is way too shallow. What's the time? 15:20. 15:22 already? Oh, no wonder we can't see into the water. What's going on? There is... What is that? Is that a rock? I think there's a rock. Ah. There's another hit. And another hit. Is he dead? No, he's still moving. So I think I got 2 hits on him, and he's sort of swam around in that direction. Now what we need to... Oh, God. I just realised something. If we take this dude out, and then we leave it 24 hours because we need to go and sleep, and then we come back, there could be another great white in the area. Oh, I honestly can't. We're at the point where the sea is now kind of like a soup, like a soupy mess. It's too dark to see in. We've only got another, let's see, 16, 17, 18. We've got 2 hours of daylight left. The shark is basically now a silhouette. We can only see him by the arrow tips, so the fletching on the arrow. Also, I've just noticed. All right, he was holding the arrow. The arrow was still drawn back. It was just like, okay, another hit. All right, and he's swimming towards the bridge. And there is the black tip. Now we deliberately haven't attacked the black tips because our policy is, if something is non-violent, non-threatening, if it's quite happy to not mess us up, then we are quite happy not to mess it up. It's I don't know what it's called. What do you call it when you don't hurt something that's not going to hurt you? There is a phrase or a word or something. Oh, good lord! Live and let live. No, I think there's something in Latin. There's Latin. I can't remember. So he's there. No. There's another hit, but he just swam off. I saw his tail move. Because when you hit them and they die. They just drop. So that's it. We've put a lot of arrows into him. A lot of arrows into him. I just pressed C, but I pressed the wrong button. I'm 1 of 9. All right, okay, fine. We're going to need to... I don't know what we're going to need to do. I don't know what we can do. It is getting late on another day. He's still swimming around, but we're at the point where we just can't see him in the water. It's just no fun. What do you say about it? Or, well, that guy's a jerk, you know. He's just swimming around in the dark just to mess you up. But yeah, I don't really know. Oh. Well, thanks, dude. I mean, okay, fine. The world. The sun is disappearing on another day in paradise. There's not a lot we should be... Is there anything we should be doing? I don't know. Inventory-wise, we have a full inventory. That is a problem. What we could do is, boop, leave that in there and see if we can quick craft anything. If there's enough material in the area to quick craft... Yeah. No, we could just run around and just be like, is there enough stuff here to quick craft? Yeah, there is. That quick craft thing is so cool. 1 of 3 and then 1 in my hand. And then we should be able to quick craft some more arrows. So if we quick craft... Yeah, look at that. And because we've got arrows in our backpack, the arrows are not going to be taking up a new slot. The sun? Whoa! How long we got? 1750. 10 minutes. 10 minutes before the sun disappears from the sky on another day. Another world. Another lifetime. Well, that was great. So we are going to make a few more arrows. I think we left some sticks on the beach. Let's do that. Boop. Turn the torch on. Yep, we left some sticks on the beach. So hold down C, arrow, and the last thing you crafted is at the top of the list. Oh, that is so much quicker. That is so much quicker. What do you think about that? He's not talking to us. Okay, fine. Fine. Have we got any more? No, we've literally turned everything into arrows. So we've got 30. That is really good. We've got 13 arrows. We've got a great white with a load of arrows in them. And we are running back to our camp. I'm lost. I looked away at the laptop to see what the time was, and now I'm lost. Rocks, clay, tree, and camp. Good. Okay, so the camp is here. Good. What is our food and water sitch like? We got so invested in murder that we forgot to drink. We forgot to drink. So we're going to have a little nom. We're going to nom all that. We're going to take some water from one solar still. I'll tell you what, these 2 solar stills have been doing God's work. They're so good. Water is fully topped up. Brilliant. Okay. We may as well have some beans. So let's do that. Let's drop the beans down. Let's smash it. Can we smash it open with a hammer? You'd have thought a lump hammer, which is what this is. I mean, it's not big enough to be a sledgehammer, really. You would have thought a lump hammer would have been able to open up a tin of beans. But no, you have to use an axe. Okay, fine. Fine. So we're going to have a beans, which if you're kind of late to the party and you don't get the reference, that is an episode of Danger 5, Season 1. It's the Italian submarine, because they really like coffee. And they go, beans. So, that's where that comes from. So we've had our beans, which has filled us up. We've had our water, which has filled us up. And now we're at a campsite. Our status effect is... healthy. All right, okay, so we're no longer sunburned. Our skin is wonderful. It just kind of self-heals. We were burnt, and now we're not burnt. The time is 1927. If we sleep, it's still going to be dark. That is an issue. But we've done everything we need. There is a cliff there. I sort of enthusiastically leap up, and there's a cliff. All right, okay, fine. Calm down. Calm your pants. Yeah, there's a cliff there. And a tree. Oh, that looks really nice. In the dark. I have some ideas for a new island. So at some point we're going to have to go back to home island. Which is something I do. We'll drop a load of stuff off. And then what we'll do is we will... I'll get busy building a new island. Because I got a few ideas. The island builder, the island editor, is not that comprehensive. You can do stuff with the terrain, like you can raise the sort of grassy areas up like this, and you can put cliffs and stuff down. It's okay. There is a lot of stuff I'd like added to it that's kind of missing from kind of the overworld. A lot of bits and pieces, but considering this game is in early access, is in like super early access. The dude's shivering. All right, well, we may as well just save and sleep. Fine, because it's going to be close enough. Yeah, considering the game's in early access, it's pretty good. I think to get the most out of the game, you really do need to go and start building islands for yourself, and try and convince yourself not to cheat. And the way, what I mean, I think that's empty. Oh yeah, it's empty. What I mean by that is not just be like, what do you mean cheat? I will play the game any way I like. Yes, you can. But I mean, don't just put like all the wood and stuff on an island, or like an island with no sharks or anything. Be a little bit like true to yourself, maybe. We're cold. All right. Well, sun comes up in like less than 20 minutes, and it's going to rain today, which is going to cause problems for Shark Watch. That's definitely going to cause an issue. But the sun is going to come up. Our dude's going to shiver, and we're just going to leave him. Just going to leave him shiver until the sun comes up, and the sun can warm our body, our butts. That'll be a thing that it'll do. I don't know why I'm trying to defeat the sun with a torch. It doesn't make any sense. Let's put our hands away. Right, fine. Yeah, I was trying to think, why do we keep playing this game? And I think it's very similar to the way I play GTA, and the way I've always played GTA. Played GTA. It's a lovely day, and our dude's shivering, and I'm like, dude, just chill. Yeah, like GTA 5, I haven't played the single player. I just mess around in the multiplayer. And all the other GTAs, I've just gone in and messed around in the city. I've not concerned myself with the playing of the storyline, because I think it's fun to drop into a world and just see what you can do, what you can get away with, and just explore. That's kind of the way I play Skyrim and Morrowind and Oblivion. It's, I love that kind of open world. This is the world now, just kind of get on with it. Which is cool. This is cool. Which is why I'm a little bit skeptical about the missions. I think the missions are kind of added for people who find things like the great whites and the tigers a little bit easy. They're like, oh, well, they're just dolphins, and the sea holds no mystery for me. For me, yeah, things like fighting a megalodon or fighting a giant mythical eel, or even just a regular shark, that is terrifying. And I know it's in a video game, but it still has like a physiological effect. You know, you get chilly, you get not highs, but it just kind of makes you want to back out and just not be there. So that's a thing. Even hunting this great white is a little bit of a problem. I'm going to say a little bit of a problem, but we're still here. I mean, I've clocked up over 100 hours in this thing, and it's not even a released game. Ain't that right? Yeah, I think so. Cool. And we're going to leap up here. And we're going to go up here. And it kind of occurs to me that we've lost the shark. We've done it again. You did it again, didn't you? You hooked your computer up to the internet. Dade, listen to me. You screw up again, you're not getting into college. Seriously, if you guys have not seen Hackers and you have Netflix, go and watch it. It is the best mid-90s film you could expect to watch. It's got a very young Angelina Jolie. Johnny Lee Miller is in it. Fisher Stevens, who you will know from Short Circuit. Oh my god. Also, if you haven't seen Short Circuit, go and watch Short Circuit. I mean, you could probably skip Short Circuit 2. It's still like a film of the 80s. Also, if you happen to be a filthy millennial, and I know that gets bounded around on the internet a lot, but James and Chantal. Chantal has not seen half of the films that we list off. It's like, hey, James, have you seen The Last Starfighter? And he's like, yeah! And Chantal's like, I don't know what that is. Have you seen Short Circuit? Yeah! And Chantal's like, I don't know what that is. Have you seen... And it's just like, hang on a minute. How have you not seen Flight of the Navigator? I don't know what that is. How have you not seen... And it's like, the original Tron. I think she's seen Tron, the original Tron film, because it came as like a part of a box set with Pon? That's a Japanese anime, isn't it? Tron 2, which was... Well, it's very much in the vein of the original Tron. So very stylish and kind of used all the computing resources and some animation that was available at the time. It's not all CG, interestingly. Other films that you should watch that are from the 80s. Ooh, Goonies, definitely. Go and watch The Goonies. That is such a good film. In fact, The Goonies, The Flight of the Navigator, The Last Starfighter, Short Circuit, watch Jaws, because, that's 70s, but, still do it. Any other films you simply must watch. Oh, Dark Crystal. You have to watch Dark Crystal. And, oh god, anything else? There's so many good films. Anything else? Labyrinth? You guys seen Labyrinth? It's got David Bowie in it. And Jennifer Connelly. That's a really good film. Just don't look up what Hoggle looks like these days. Oh my god. Seriously, you will be, destroying childhood dreams. I don't know where this great white is. I'm kind of listening out for the great white, the shark noise, and I'm not hearing it, which is a problem. Maybe we have to go out a little further to kind of... God, I wish it wouldn't do that. That is heart attack waiting to happen. Day 89. Fine. Oof. Okay, fine. I'm hoping it hasn't swum under the island. That could be an issue for us. It is 9:09. It's going to rain, and we're kind of topped up on everything. That's good. What's bad? I'm kind of listening out for bloops and bloops. Oh my god! Apparently, there's something called, I think it's bloop, which is a noise that was found in the ocean, and that was. So basically, the noise that was found in the ocean, they couldn't work out whether it was caused by ice or whether it was caused by like a large animal swimming around in the ocean. Now, we know there's a load of stuff in the ocean that we have not seen that still exists. Large, like giant squid, are a definite thing. Do not put giant squid in the game, but they are in the. Oh my god! Do not do that. That's basically Cthulhu. That might actually stop me playing. Let's see. What can we quick craft around here? Let's quick craft some stone tools. All right, that was quite healthy. So we got a bunch of stone tools. Have we got any more sticks around? We can craft some sticks while we're kind of. No. Ooh. Having said that, there's a large sort of. I always think. What was that? Was that ambient water noise, or was that something swimming beneath our feet? I don't trust it. I honestly don't trust this game because of like land sharks. Right, I think we could probably chop another tree down and get some sticks, or we could just go and see if we can find some sticks natively. Maybe chop some of these small pines down. I know they look lovely, like kind of like forest floor decoration, but it means we can craft arrows and arrows for days and days. Right, okay. Let's chop 2 of these down, which should give us some more arrows that we can drop into a shark. Cool. 1 and 2. I swear, that quick craft is so good. Of all the things they added to the game, so we got a ton of arrows and a ton of everything. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. All the things that added to the game, the quick craft is good. The terrifying sea monsters, not so good. Not so good. Okay. It is 10:35, so it is about the optimal time of day between 10 and 2 to peer down into the sea. Yeah, we can see a lot more in the sea now. Yeah, between 10 and 2, optimal time. And if you are photographing stuff, oh yeah. So if you're photographing like harbours, if you're on holiday and you want to take pictures, you know those boats that hover? What you want is the sun overhead, because that reflects light off the sea floor or the harbour floor, and then you get the light reflected onto the hull of the boat. So you can take pictures of boats and they look really nice. You've got that really lovely sort of greeny effect. Unless you're on the south coast of England, in which case you've got the channel and everything's a bit muddy there. I'm not seeing the great white. We know he exists because I dropped a load of arrows into him. Last time we saw him, he was swimming that way. We didn't kill him because that last arrow, he swam off. He did swim off, but I don't know where he went. If he swam towards that sort of rock over there, he might have disappeared, and I don't know what causes that. He literally disappears from the game. He just vanishes. He doesn't even swim under the land. He literally just disappears. I've seen this in testing when I was testing the island. It's so strange. Yeah, so if you want that golden hour where everything looks warm and gold, it's about an hour. The hour before sunset, everything starts getting that lovely sort of goldy colour. If you want really bright poppy colours, you want, if you're next to the sea specifically, you want the sun to be overhead. But if you're photographing a person, you actually want it to be overcast, because the clouds act as a diffuser, and they diffuse the light, and they don't cause harsh shadows on things like your facial features, so your nose and your eyes and everything. If you've ever had a photograph taken of you on the beach, you'll know that you kind of look a bit. You might have a bit of forehead shine, which is a thing that can happen. You might also have like you look a bit rough, and that's literally just because the contrast, the image contrast, is way too high. I still don't see him. We dropped a load of arrows into him and he's vamoosed. He's vanished. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this because... What's that? It's a ray. It's a ray. Oh, okay. I didn't put ray. Oh, did I put rays in? Oh, yeah, I might have put some rays in. Okay. All right, sure. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, different times of the day, the sunlight does different things. If you want to take a picture of a person, and you're like, oh, I want to take a picture of them, but I want the background to be light, just pop them in, like, not shadow, but like in a bit of shade, and then allow the camera to adjust for them. So put them in the middle of the picture, and then you'll see on the preview, if you use like a point and click or a mobile phone, the background becomes super bright. So you just kind of have to fudge it a little bit, but you can get like a super saturated image where the person looks real nice. Or even use use a reflector. Use a white wall or a bit of cloth to reflect light into the facial features to soften everything out. That's a thing you can do. So there's a load of stuff you can do with photography. Why did we get into photography? Well, because the star of the show, the Great White that's swimming around with about 30 freaking hours in him, has not turned up. It's like actually being in nature. Actually really being in nature. Because you take your camera, you go out, and then, like, that sunset you want to take a picture of, oh, it's cloudy. Or, how deep is this? I don't see him, lads. I honestly don't see him. I really don't see him. This is a bit of an issue. So, we'll go back up here. And we could go out there and see if we can get him interested in us. I don't know. I don't even see him swimming around. I don't even see the reef shark swimming around. That is an interesting problem, a knotty problem. But you know what? I think I might just leave it there for the time being. If you're watching this and you're liking these videos, be sure to drop a like, drop a subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Tell your friends about the channel. And you know what? I'll catch you next time. Bye.